Well, give me 9 out of 10. 10. 11. Welcome, Phillip. Thanks. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I thought I had 5 minutes to just sit and finish my pint. Fuck's sake. This is quite a special night for me, for those that don't know me. I've brought quite a few friends with me tonight. But this is a year ago tonight I did my first ever stand-up gig. So let's see if I've got any better. I'm just going to talk about gay stuff because that's all I ever fucking talk about. But anyway, let's no, because I moved to South London about a year ago. And do you find, like, when you're living in London, you move all the time because you don't stay away for too long because you got crazy psycho flatmates. But and there's always the one box that you never unpack. And it's the stuff that your parents have kind of given you because they can't be asked to keep it anymore, so like school books and school reports, and then you put all the crap that you had in there. And my poetry book was in there from when I was a teenage boy watching Dawson's Creek. And I looked at it for the first time the other day, and I'm not going to read a poem, but I will say that as a sexually confused 15-year-old, I did write a poem that was called "Why Do They Call It Gay When It Makes Me Feel This Way?" Twat. And like, oh, I just hate myself so much. But yeah, so I you know, I wrote that, and that was quite horrendous. And but then after writing that poem and many others, you know, called "I'm Queer and I'm Here" and stuff like that, I thought, well, maybe I should tell someone about this rather than writing it down in a book from W.H. Smith. So I told my parents, and then I told like my friends. I came out when I was 15, so I was still at school, and I thought, well, I'll tell them anyway. And I was best friends. All my best friends were girls because that's what we do. And I told my 3 best female friends at the same time. I sat them all down and I said, listen, I've got something to tell you. Probably not going to be able to guess it. They started guessing anyway. You've got a girl pregnant. She's had an abortion. You're a shoplifter. I was like, oh no. And I said, no, I'm just gay. And they have the usual questions that people have, like, how long have you known? And have you told your parents? And stuff like that. And then one of my friends kind of, she had a look on her face like, this is a bit of an awkward question. And I was like, oh, go on, I want to talk about this, so let's go. And she said, it's, oh, does it turn you on when you have a really big poo? I didn't quite know how to react, but, you know, I don't know how she feels about my life now. Like, I go out on the pool, and I don't pull. I go, well, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm just going to go home and have a big shit. A little cigarette afterwards, maybe not in the same room. But, so that was special. And then, you know, I came to terms with my sexuality and I moved to London. Because also, if you're from anywhere out of London, that's what you do. And so I moved to London, and when I first moved to London, I lived in a flat by myself. I don't quite know how I afforded to do that. Well, I didn't. But and my mum phoned me, and she said, "Oh, we're coming down to visit you, but we're bringing your grandma, so you're going to have to de-gay the flat." I considered moving out of my flat and just leaving everything there, but I thought, no, I'll de-gay the flat, I'll de-gay the flat. So I thought, where do you start when you de-gay a flat? I don't know. I thought, I'll go for the CDs and DVDs. I thought, sure, she might know Madonna's a gay icon. Gone. Has she seen Will and Grace? She might have done. Gone. I was basically left with the Star Wars trilogy. Now that's what I call Music 18. And, you know, and I'm there in my de-gayed flat, taking all the pictures off the wall and shoved everything under my bed. Now my bed's like up against the ceiling. and I'm basically left with a kettle and a tin of tuna, and so my grandma came down. She was very quiet. She didn't ask me any awkward questions, but then my mum kept giving me looks that only a mum can give you, that kind of look which says, I need to talk to you in a different room because you've done something really horribly wrong, away from your grandma. And she said, you forgot the shower gel. I was like, I have gay shower gel? She was like, it's called Brazilian infusion. It sounds like a gay porn film. Why do you know what a gay porn film's called, Mum? We're not talking about me now, we're talking about you. Couldn't you have got something like Radox Active? I was like, well, I could have, but in my world it would have been Radox Passive, to be honest with you. And then she gave me the same look because she was like, you forgot the fridge. I was like, I have a gay fridge. I know she's from Yorkshire, but hummus isn't gay. So what? And I'd forgotten the one thing. I had a fridge magnet that said on it, I was gay before it got trendy. And my grandma was very quiet for the rest of the day. And then after a while, she asked me, and she said, Philip, are you gay? And I was like, yes, I am. I'm not going to lie to you. And then she turned to my parents and said, how long have you known about this? And they said, about 10 years. And she was like, that's why I'm angry. And I was like, suffer, Mum. She's talking to me, she's not talking to you. So that was quite fun. But it's all fine now. But I want to finish off by talking about this documentary that I saw recently on BBC Three. They made the best documentary. And they did a documentary recently that was called I Woke Up Gay. It's about this guy in Wales who had a stroke. And when he was recovering from his stroke and he finally came round, he was gay. He's just gay. Which is stupid. Because that's ridiculous, and you were just gay anyway, but you just thought, oh, please, fucking God, let me have a stroke. Which is what I've often thought as well. And you know, and they were talking about his life before he had his stroke. You know, he's a proper rugby-going fella, and he was like ladies' man. And he got his stroke in a sports field. He didn't fall down whilst rugby tackling someone. He was doing a forward roll, which is, you know, what all straight men do when they're on a rugby field is, ooh, do one of those. And he woke up gay, and I was like, yeah, okay, you're gay now, brilliant, okay, but I'll show you a picture of the man. And fine, be gay. Let's all be gay, it's fine. But he woke up gay and then took on like all the characteristics of being gay, like immediately. And apparently being gay means that you have to have a really shit hairstyle that makes you look like a skunk. He woke up gay and he's now a skunk. And a hairdresser, which he wasn't before. He's now a hairdresser, and if that, like, I don't know about hairdressers, but if you go to the hairdressers and someone like that walks up to you and says, I'm doing your hair today, do a forward roll, okay? Anyway, you've all been lovely. Thank you for celebrating this night with me. It's been lovely. Thank you.